The last time we were together, oh, hear the cicadas? That's exciting sound. The last time we were together, I was on a special project out in the tool shed, so I want you to see what's going on in the tool shed. Oh, I gotta put my weed whacker away. It's hard to do this one-handed. Okay, remember last time we had all that wood back in here? It's all gone. I gotta show you where all that wood went. Last time we came in this room, there was, you know, stuff on the floor. I don't know. I kind of forget what was there. Chair, table, other bench thing, hamper, trash can too. But look what's here now. That's right, it's a Murphy bed.
Murphy.
I'm almost finished. I have a little bit of trim work to do, but guests are coming tonight. So they're not going to see the need for trim because, well, this will be, let me show you. Not bad, huh? Come down here, I'll show you what I got going on. Yeah, so the springs on this thing, even though I went with the manufacturer's instructions, the bed's not heavy enough to stay down on its own. So I got a couple of sandbags, and it seems to be working okay. You want to see what happens when I don't? Watch. Yeah, that would be kind of a nightmare. It just wants to spring up all on its own. There you go. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie to you. This was horrible. The instructions were in some other language. Yes, it was supposed to be English, but it wasn't taken from a logical perspective. It's the only way I could put it. Let me show you the instructions. Yeah, see, Rev 1122, that tells me it's the 11th revision for maybe 2022. This was very interesting. I guess the most confusing part was this. It tells it to lay it out on the floor looking at the bed, but this instruction says this is as if you're at the head of the bed looking towards the foot of the bed when it's laid down. It got just so confusing. I had to actually do it twice. And then as a result of it kind of being flipped around and getting confused of what was the head, what was the foot, actually that's the foot and that's the head, I ended up putting the wood on the frame the wrong way. So the banding, which is supposed to be there at the foot rail at the top, we had to flip the thing around because it was misoriented. My fault. Should have read really, really carefully before I assembled the thing, but it had like 190 screws. That's no joke. Lots of screws to hold all this onto the metal bed frame, which it's very secure, all of that. And I'm very, very pleased with all of that. It's just, again, the instruction thing. Okay, well, stain went on well. It looks really good. I've got to put some trim in the seams. Now, if you look at it, I'm going to let you look at it. Take a look. Now, it's supposed to be a very plain-faced cabinet. That's how it's designed, but you can embellish it any way you want. And the seams come together very well. You know, I took my time, cut it well, I think, and it would be okay like this, but I am going to put some trim between these seams so that it'll look a little more shaker style or craftsman style-ish. And, well, I gotta be honest with you, the real reason is this right here. Yeah, look at this gap. And look what happened here. And then I had to patch this with, you know, I had to cut out, put some wood in. If you watched my previous video, you'll see one of the tools that I used that I bought specifically so that I can make nice straight cuts helped me make this lousy cut. And that's why we're actually doing this video. It's going to be probably TSG's first super negative review, just so you guys know. I took one for the team. But look at that gap. It's awful. So I am going to put some trim here. It'll cover it up. No one will ever know. Our guest won't know because this will be down on the ground when they're here. Oh, and by the way, if you like these handles here, just keep in mind they didn't come with the whole kit or anything. I had to buy them separately. If you're interested in it and you want to get some of these here, just leave a comment down below and I'll tell you where I got them. Well, there you go. Bed's all made. That's how it'll look when the guests are here. And it doesn't look too bad if I do say so myself. I'll put a painting or something inside that area right up in there. Good job to the shooting gal because, well, she fixed the bed. Made it look nice. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. This is going to be a short review. Kreg, the maker of this tool, I thought would be a very good solution to cutting a very long, a 4x8 sheet of plywood without having to put it on my table saw. My table saw is kind of small, and the table isn't big enough, and I don't have rollers or I don't have a catch table or anything on the other end, although I could put some sawhorses out there. But I felt if I had a nice straight edge or a nice fence that I could cut against, I could probably keep the panels on that Murphy bed nice and straight so they would, butt up against each other after putting some banding on and all that, and it would look good. Well, it didn't quite turn out that way. It was 101 that day, so I will say that. So my mental capacity was not doing well. I had a very difficult time using this thing. Let me show you how it's set up. It comes with a nice plastic handle that you pull on because the other end, this is just one section. There's 4 sections and you put them together, you can get up to 8 feet. You have these little rails with grub screws that keep the thing all nice and straight. It says up to 8 feet right on it there. This thing is spring loaded and it is a little fiddly, I gotta be honest with you. This thing slides back and forth, and let's say this is your wood. You butt it up against there and you spring load, by pulling, and you can see that stays pretty spring loaded, and you do that by pulling on the handle. All right, here's what happened with me. Put it on my sheet of plywood and it goes this way, obviously, and put my circular saw here and started going. Well, the spring loaded side started getting a little cattywampus, and before you know it, the whole thing slid over, the whole fence slid, and it caused that funky cut. What I learned is don't put any pressure on this. It just won't work. It's at 8 feet. That's a lot of tension, and all you could do is just kind of go gently along here, I suppose. What I ended up doing was I took the thing off, threw it across the yard, got my composure back, brought it back, took the spring-loady part and this part out, and just used it as a $90 straight edge. Drew a line, took it away, took my skill saw, and cut it by eye, and it worked out fine that way. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. Probably just pushed too hard. If you've got some experience with the Kreg Straight Edge Guide XL, let me know what your experience is with it, okay? If you've had a good experience, I'd love to know. I didn't have a very good experience with it. It does give you a couple different options. You could use your router or your scroll saw, jigsaw, but I don't know. Maybe I will give it another try. Let me know what your experience is with this thing. There's the Murphy bed. I know you could do it too. If you are interested in making a Murphy bed or a wall bed, leave me a comment down below. I'll be happy to share the information with you. The folks that I bought this from with my own money isn't sponsoring me, didn't ask me to do this video, none of that. But I just figured I would bring this to you in case you might be interested. And I'd be happy to help you along the way because I've learned a few things and I might be able to fill you in. So don't forget, leave a comment down below. I've got some other videos out there that should be able to be of entertainment to you. At least I certainly hope so. So don't forget, click on the button to get to my next video and I will see you over there.